Last lecture I had already discussed with you about the sex determination. So we have learned that sex determination in biology means it's a mechanism in which the sexual characteristic or the sex of an organism is made. So we have seen in the last introductory lecture that there are various methods of the sex. So the organism can be reproduced by three mechanisms. The first mechanism is the sexual reproduction. Second mechanism is the haplodiploidy, and the third mechanism is the parthenogenesis. Various type you can see into the various organism. So, in this particular lecture, we will learn about the chromosomal mechanism of the sex determination. This is also called as the genetic mechanism of the sex determination. Now, various things other than chromosome influence the sex of organism, which are going to discuss into the next lecture. So, there are hormonal mechanism. Then you will find that there are the environmental mechanism. So, particularly this lecture, we will be constrict with the genetic influence, how the genes are responsible, or we will talk about the chromosomal mechanism of the sex determination. So, when we talk about the chromosomal mechanism of the sex determination, so in certain type of the organism, special chromosomes are there. That chromosomes are called as the sex chromosome. So this chromosome have the special genes which are responsible for the designation of the sex of an organism. So this sex chromosome plays a very important role into the organism's sex. Now, when we talk about the different animals, so different animals have the different type of the sex chromosome. That's why we can see the different mechanism of the sex determination into the various organism. Like this, we have the XXXY mechanism. Then we can also see the ZZZW mechanism. Then XXX0 mechanism. Sometimes it is also read as XXXO. Also, in today's lecture, we will include the honeybee sex mechanism that is called as the haplodiploidy. So let us talk about XX and XY mechanism of the sex determination. So most of the animals, including the human and majority of the mammal, you will find that they have the XXXY mechanism. It is also found in some insects, but very rare case. It is also found into the insect and other animals also. So when we talk about the human, so in human, the sex of a child is determined by the presence of the sex chromosome. So XX and XY mechanism it is called as because the X and Y chromosome, these are also called as the sex chromosome. They are responsible for the sex of an individual. Sex means the gender here. So when we talk about the human, we know very well that the human cells, all the organisms, they have the two type of cells, somatic cells and the gametic cells. So somatic cells have the 46 chromosome, that means the 23 pair, and gametic cells are haploid. That means they are not paired, they have only one set of the chromosome, that is 23. So when we talk about the somatic cells, so in this 46 chromosome, 23 pairs, the 22 pairs are autosome and one pair is the sex chromosome. So this 22 plus 1 sex chromosome forms one haploid set of a gamete. So when these gametes are formed, now when the gamete forms at the time of the process of gametogenesis. Gametogenesis in the case of the male will be called as spermatogenesis. In the case of the female, it will be called as the this oogenesis. So when the gametes are formed, as I told you, that gametes are the haploid sets of the chromosome. So one cell reductional division, meiosis will occur. So it will form the two daughter cell. So one will receive, in case of male, 22 pair, 22 number, not pair, 22 autosome and one X chromosome, and the other gamete will receive the 22 autosome plus one Y. But in case of the female, the gametes will be same. That means both the haploid cell will receive the 22 autosome and one X chromosome. So as female have the similar sex chromosome, so they are called as the homomorphic, and males will be called as the heteromorphic because they have the dissimilar sex chromosome XY. When we talk about the human male, so they will produce the two type of sperms. Hence, in the case of the human, or in the case of the XXXY mechanism pursuing animals, the sex of an individual is decides by the male. Most of the time we have seen in the society that the female are being cursed if they are not getting the baby boy, or in some family very rare baby girl, but actually the male is responsible for the sex of their offspring. So if the male is contributing Y chromosome, that time the female will give birth to the baby boy. But if the male is contributing the X chromosome, definitely the offspring will receive the sex as female. Here you can see the example, one gamete autosome. Now say female is having the same gamete. So if female gamete is combining with male's X pursuing gamete, that time female will born. Same way Y, male will born. Same in this case also. So here the point to be remember that the sex of an individual is decided by the male parent. Okay. So here we can see in the case of the human we have the 44 autosome and one pair of the sex chromosome. It can be homogamous or it can be the hetero. So this is about the XX XY mechanism. Let us talk about the second mechanism, that is the ZZ ZW mechanism. So this mechanism is commonly found into the birds, and you will also find in some of the moths and the butterflies also. Interestingly, here the female decides the sex of individuals. So how the gametes will form in the case of the female, 50% of the gametes will be having the autosome and one Z sex chromosome, and 50% of the gametes will be having the autosome and W sex chromosome, but male will be homomorphic. Same if the male gamete is combining with the female gamete which is having the Z sex chromosome, so male child will born. But if the male gamete, if it is combining with the female's W gamete, so that particular time we will get that the offspring will be the female. The next mechanism, let us talk, that is XXX0 mechanism. Some of the people also read it is as XXXO mechanism. It is zero, no. Here the O or the zero means the no chromosome. I will tell a small story about the discovery of the sex chromosome, that is the X chromosome. Hankey, name of the scientist, he traced that in some insects. He discovered it into the grasshopper. He found that the 50% sperm is having some nuclear structure, while as the 50% do not have. But he found that the 50% of the individual which are receiving that particular thing, they are means getting taking birth as a female. But those who are not receiving, they are getting the birth as a male. Sorry, this is the wrong picture. Here, instead of Y, 0 should come. So that particular time, he found that this 50%, what is this? What is this? Then he found that this nuclear structure is nothing but a complete chromosome, and that time the name was not discovered, so that's why he gave the name as X. Okay, so from that time, that chromosome is called as the X chromosome. So what he find, his investigation revealed that this X body chromosome or this X chromosome, whenever they are combining with the male gamete, so they are getting the XX. So female will have the autosome plus 2XX, and the male will have the autosome plus X0. So this is about the various type of the sex chromosome. Now just will give a quick review. In the case of the sex determination XX-XY mechanism, we know the female are the homogametic and male are the heterogametic. Female have the XX chromosome and the male have the XY chromosome. So presence of Y chromosome will decide the maleness. It happens in the case of the mammals and fish. Presence of X chromosome will decide the femaleness. Now, when we talk about the next mechanism, that is ZZ-ZW mechanism, the males are homogamic. Homogamic, that means they possess the ZZ chromosome, and the female are the heterogamic. So, Z and W, that pair of chromosome will be present. This is found most commonly into the birds, amphibians, reptiles, butterfly, moths. Next mechanism is the XXX0 mechanism. In that case, the females are homogametic and the males are the heterogametic. Note down this point. This is important for your revision. So female, they will possess the XX chromosome, male will possess the X0. So this is found in most of the insect, and the discovery was done by the Henkin, and he found it into the grasshopper. So this is about the chromosomal sex determination in various animals. Another concept we'll learn, that is the haplodiploidy. Haplodiploidy is a very interesting phenomena. But little bit first we will talk about the this honeybee life. Now we know that the honeybee is a social insect, and they are stay in a very big hive, and we know that the honeybee, they have the various category of the means population in their hive, and they are social insects, so they form the society. So queen female, they are the only and only reproducing animal in the entire society. Means other than queen, all the female are sterile in the family, and other than queen, females are called as worker. So worker name themselves suggests they are poor workers. They are taking care of the hive. All the things are done by them. Then the second category, third category is the drone. Drone are the male member of the family. So now female and male, two type of sex are there. So whenever the queen requires the number of drone, I like to add one more point. When this queen goes on the natural flight, or you can say the swarming, that means for the purpose of the reproduction, she receives the sperms from the drone, and after that the drones are dying. Means after the natural flight, drones die. So to again getting that population, the queen can take the decision, and she decides that what she wants into the beehive. So there is a special diet. That diet is called as the royal jelly. So this royal jelly makes the female reproductive. So if the queen wants, means queen's getting older and she wants that the new queen should be born into the family, so that particular time that developing babies are fed, that means the larvae, they are fed constantly with the royal jelly, and this royal jelly helps in building the sex organelles into the female. And otherwise, if the queen wants that they should be only simply the workers, only 3 days they are feeding the royal jelly to the population. So now how the genetic influence occurs. So diploid queen is diploid. One point to be remember here, in the family all the females will be diploid and all the males will be haploid. So males will form by parthenogenically. Parthenogenesis means development without fertilization. Point to be noted, parthenogenesis means development occurs without fertilization. So all the males will form without fertilization. The queen will not fertilize. If she wants that the population member should be drawn, so that particular egg the queen will not fertilize, she will not fuse those eggs. Now queen is diploid, so meiosis will occur. So one gamete cell will give to the four daughter cells, and thereafter what will happen that this now she has received sperm from the male being haploid will also have the gamete as haploid. So if this will combine with the female, so fusion will give the birth as a female. But if this female is constantly fed on the royal jelly, the female will be developed as a queen. Understood? And simply normal, if the fusion occur, that means the queen has fused her gamete with the sperm. So that particular time, the normal diploid worker will form. And if it is haploid, that means parthenogenetically it has been formed. So that particular time, that egg will be developed as the haploid drone. So this is all about the haplodiploidy, and it is all about the genetic influence or the chromosomal determination of the sex chromosome. Next lecture we will be talking about the Drosophila. Drosophila also the chromosomes are only involved, but they have the, it is also a chromosomal mechanism only, but it is a very special mechanism, and it is having the special characteristics. So autosome as well as the sex chromosome plays role in the deciding sex. So next lecture we will be talking about the sex determination into the Drosophila. A quick review, in the case of the XXXY mechanism, the male decides, or the male members are responsible for the determination of the sex, and male are the heterogametic. The point to remember here, whoever is heterogametic, they are deciding the sex into the population. Then in ZZZW, female are deciding the sex because the female are heterogametic. In the case of the XXX0 mechanism, the male are deciding and the male are X0. Okay. So when we talk about the XXXY, it is mostly found into the mammals, but in other animals also it could be found, and human also have the same type of the sex mechanism. In the case of the ZZZW mechanism, it is most abundantly found into the birds, amphibians, reptiles, butterflies, and the moth. Now, when we talk about the XXX0 mechanism, it is found in majority of the insect, and it was first discovered into the grasshopper. And haplodiploidy we found into the honeybee. So this is about sex determination by chromosomal